welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. Today I'm going to be sharing 10 healthy habits to start in 2020. So a lot of you may be thinking that 2020 is not here yet, but I always like to try and start to create habits and start my new goals a couple months before the New Year's actually hits. It just allows you to start to get into that habit before actual New Year's, and so there's not so much pressure on that time. These are all the healthy habits that I am really going to try and stick to in 2020 and that I want to put priority on. Comment down below what your 2020 goal is. I'm curious to know, and tell me if you have any plans coming up or what you really want to see in the new year. And I'm hoping with this video that you guys can pull inspiration from it, it can motivate you, and maybe you can even take one or two of these healthy habits into your own routine. And if you guys want to talk to me more, you can always follow me on Instagram. It's just at NICOLETTAXO. So feel free to follow your girl. I won't mind. But on that note, let's just jump right into the healthy habits. Healthy habit number one is to create a morning routine. So I just shared my morning routine, which I will have linked above here and also in my description box. I definitely recommend checking it out so you guys can kind of see the little things I like to do. I also share a healthy breakfast idea that's really simple to make on that video, so definitely go check it out. Your morning routine allows you to have that allotted time to put towards yourself. And of course, having a morning routine, it's really gonna help set you up to have the most productive and healthiest day as possible if you really take advantage of it. Of course, all our morning routines are going to be different based on our schedules. All our schedules are completely different, but set a couple habits that you want to accomplish in the morning, whether that's waking up at a certain time, going to the gym right in the morning, eating a protein-filled breakfast, even just meditating in the morning, journaling, planning your day out. Make sure you make a little schedule and a little morning ritual and try to accomplish this and do it every single day for 30 days. After the 30-day mark, you're going to start noticing that your morning routine is going to become like second nature and it's going to become easy for you to do. And this is just really gonna help you have a successful lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, and make you have the most productive day as possible. Question, I wanna know what time you guys like to wake up for. Healthy habit number two is to eat a protein-filled breakfast. First off, you should always make sure that you are not skipping breakfast at all. The quote, breakfast is your most important meal for the day, wasn't said for nothing. It is definitely really important that you are eating a breakfast every single morning, but on top of it, try to have a breakfast full of protein. A lot of us tend to eat our protein during the dinner time and not so much during the day, but protein is essential for maintaining and developing lean muscle. So if you're not getting enough protein during the day, muscle maintenance is not at its maximal level. And if you wait to have all your protein at dinner time, it is largely wasted because your body can only use so much at one time. So I like to use my breakfast time as a way to pump up the protein. So having things such as eggs or having your milk, like almond milk, gives you protein, and yogurt. I personally like to have eggs every single morning. It's an easy way for me to get my protein intake, but I also really enjoy it. And another benefit of having protein in the morning is it's going to help keep you full longer. But for the most part, I do like to sit down, have a protein-filled breakfast, and start my mornings off with that 30 minutes after I get out of bed. Healthy habit number three is to improve your gut health. So I feel like a lot of us don't actually focus on this, and I definitely want to try and put a lot more focus on this in the new year because I definitely feel I've been slacking on this. Your gut plays a vital role in your overall health and well-being. It has a huge function on your brain health as well as your mood, your weight, your inflammation, as well as immune function. So there's so many things that your gut plays a role on, as well as 90% of serotonin, which is the happy, feel-good hormone, is produced in your gut. Things to do to improve your gut health can include taking a prebiotic or a probiotic. Of course, it's important to see your healthcare practitioner to find out which one is best for you because some probiotics or prebiotics aren't actually the greatest. So you want to make sure that you're getting a good quality one. You can also get probiotics just from foods, including yogurt. So I like to have just plain Greek yogurt a lot of the times if I'm not taking like a supplement of probiotics. As well, it's important to check any food intolerances that you have. You can notice that you can have a food intolerance if you're always getting nauseous, or if you have a lot of swelling, or if you're bloated a lot. Could be a symptom of having a food intolerance. And also reducing the amount of processed food that you have, high sugar foods, high fat foods, other things including lowering your stress level, getting the right amount of sleep, staying hydrated, and there's a lot more things that you could do to improve your gut health, but these are all things to really focus on. Healthy habit number 4 is to take an exercise break. So whether that means just doing things such as lunges or stretching or going out for a walk 5 times a week, it's important to take that exercise break, trying to take it at least 5 times a week and get that exercise in, because it is not healthy to have no form of exercise in your routine. It's going to make you a much happier and healthier person if you are being active. Don't make excuses, because it's always important to focus on your health and work on your health, and exercise is a big thing that is really going to help improve your health overall. Healthy habit number 5 is to start a side hustle or learn a new skill. It's great to always learn a new skill. It's going to help keep your brain healthy, and also it's great to take that skill and turn it into a profitable business. I personally started a little side hustle, and I've been wanting to do this for so long, but I kept putting it off, just making excuses pretty much, and I want to focus a lot more on it in 2020. But I started my Poshmark closet, so basically just selling on Poshmark. If you guys don't know the app, I actually sell women's fashion. I sell shoes, clothing, accessories, you name it. I will link it down below. My closet is at NICOLETTAXO, so feel free to go and shop my closet. If you guys ever want a discount on my closet, always just send in an offer. I typically take reasonable offers and will give a discount. But I did do a whole video on how to make money and make that a side hustle. If you guys want to see more specifics and what I do to get a little bit extra income on something that I love to do. If you guys do sign up with the Poshmark app right now and use my referral code NICOLETTAXO in cap locks, you will get $15, and then it will also go to me. So I will link it down below, as well as my referral code. It's not only great if you're looking to also resell, but I personally like to just shop around on Poshmark. You can buy so many things for a much discounted price, and a lot of the times people sell gently used, and sometimes people sell brand new, so you might as well get a discount on any like fashion item that you're looking at or whatever it may be. They have it on Poshmark, and I'm telling you, I am obsessed with the app. I'm so happy I started it, and I love it. I feel like I have my own store. I love everything from listing things to shipping things out and putting time on the packaging and writing you guys personalized notes. I love that kind of stuff, so it's just really fun for me, and it gives me something different to do that's aside from YouTube. Thank you so much if you guys have used my referral code or you are going to. I love you guys so much. But definitely starting a side hustle, whatever that may be. Of course, it's going to be different for all of us. We all have different skill sets, whether you want to start your own little store on Etsy or you want to freelance for graphics. You know, there's just so many different things. It really just depends on you. But having a side hustle is not going to only help you grow personally, but also professionally. It's also going to give you that extra stream of income that's going to make it a little bit easier on your lifestyle, and as well as it allows you to use your creative muscles. So there's just so many benefits to starting your own side hustle, learning even a new skill, whatever that may be. You're never too old to learn more every single day. Healthy habit number 6 is to eliminate distractions, and this is one I really want to work on in 2020, because if you ever find yourself just constantly on social media scrolling around, or you know, on the computer, or you're on TV watching Netflix for like 6 hours straight, watching all the seasons, binge watching it, try and monitor those habits and change it. Take time off from screen time. So go offline and actually turn your phone off, or say that you're not going to use your phone before you go to bed. Whatever it may be, take baby steps, because a lot of the time just mindlessly scrolling on, let's say, Instagram can really distract you from your goals, cannot make you motivated, and it can make you also compare yourself a lot, which can be really detrimental to your self-esteem, your self-confidence. It's important to work on yourself, and a lot of the time spending too much time on the screens, I find, can be really detrimental to even your overall happiness and your overall success in life. Healthy habit number 7 is to stop sacrificing for what you want most for what you want right now. That's a little bit of a tongue twister, but it is really important to listen to this because I feel like a lot of us want these big goals, but we are distracted by little things that we want right now and don't realize that those things are really not important in the grand scheme of things. Yes, it would be nice to relax and watch Netflix for hours and binge watch seasons of a show or watch movies all day long or go to dinner with friends constantly instead of working on that project or that side hustle that you've been wanting to start forever, or going to the gym or making dinner at home. Instant gratification is satisfying and tempting, but not when it's at the expense of your long-term goals, especially goals that help to build your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-worth. So stop sacrificing the goals that are going to actually give you pure happiness and long-term happiness for these little superficial monetary gains. Whether that's constantly buying clothes or buying your makeup or buying dinners all the time out. And although you may feel happy in that moment, that happiness is not going to last. And you're still gonna be stuck where you first started off, and it's just not gonna make you feel good at all. So you do have to sometimes make a little bit of sacrifices if you want to have a good future and you want to set your life up for success and happiness and health. You want to make sure that you are doing the steps towards that. And although you might not get it right away, you have to keep in mind that you will eventually get it and that it's going to be all worth it in the end than just living kind of like on a daily basis and doing things just for instant gratification. And that leads me to healthy habit number 8, which is just to have good money habits and save. So I definitely want to start saving more money for 2020. A lot of you may know that I am looking to save money to eventually buy a house. The housing market where I live, which is Toronto, is just very expensive. And I know a lot of people that live here definitely feel me on this. It's become a lot more difficult for younger Canadians that live in Toronto to buy their first home because the housing market has spiked like quadruple. It's crazy, but that just means that you have to hustle harder, you have to sacrifice a little bit, and you have to try and save as much as you can with the income that you're getting. It's important to be smart with your money because you're going to regret it in the long run if you're not. You can improve your financial situation in so many different ways, and you could start off with baby steps. So I'm gonna list a couple ways that you could do to help your financial situation. I did do a whole video on how to save money, so if you guys want to hear more details about that, I will link my video down below for you guys. But one of the ways that definitely will help you to help your financial situation is to have auto transfer money. So pretty much that means that every paycheck that you get, it will take a portion out and go directly into your savings account, and that's money that you cannot touch. So if you're not really good at putting money aside yourself, definitely do something like this because I'm telling you it's going to make such a big difference. And even if you put a little portion of your check, it's going to build up over time, and it's going to add up to be a lot more than you think. Another tip I have for you is to plan out your purchases and stick to that. So if you're going out and you know you're gonna make purchases that day, whether you're at the drugstore or groceries, if you don't go in with a plan, a lot of the times we can kind of get detoured and start buying everything we see or think we need something that we really don't need. We've all been there. So always go in with a plan before buying certain things. And then my last tip I'm gonna mention in this video is just to save any of that extra change that you find in your pockets of your jacket or in your purses. There's always change everywhere, so anything that you have like that, save it. It does add up. You may not think so, but all that little change lying around will really make a difference. So always just put that aside to your savings. Or as well as if you ever get like a side gig or extra money from like a work bonus or whatever it may be, put all that money aside because you're used to living your life in the actual income that you have right now. Having that extra income, it's great to just put it in a savings account and not touch it. Of course, if you can't put all of it, at least always take a portion because having extra cash is a bonus and it's something that you typically don't get otherwise, and you're not relying on it to pay your daily bills. So really really take advantage of any extra cash that you do get. I always say this to my friends and family, it's not necessarily how much money you make, it's what you do with your money. So although it may be nice to make a lot more money, a lot of the times when people do have a lot more money, they don't have the greatest spending habits, and it can lead to them being just as broke as someone who's making no money. So it really matters what you're doing with that money and how smart you are with your money. Healthy habit number 9 is to stop taking things so personally. And I definitely have struggled with this the past couple of years where I've totally been in these types of situations and I have definitely taken it personally. If someone's gonna make a comment on you or give you unsolicited advice or treats you poorly, most of the times it's just showing more a reflection of their character than yours. And I know it's a lot easier said than done, but it's important not to take those people into consideration because you wanna focus on yourself. Don't let anyone stop you from doing certain things. Don't let someone stop you from your dreams. Don't let someone tell you that you're not good enough and that you can't do something or who you are. Just keep moving, keep your head up, and focus on your goals and focus on yourself. Because in the end of the day, I guarantee you, those people doing that to you are probably miserable with their lives and really not doing anything with their lives, and they're really miserable about that, and they're just projecting it onto you because they're just not happy with where they are right now in life. And the last healthy habit that I wanted to finish off with, and I think is going to tie all these healthy habits together, and that is just to stop making excuses. I feel like all of us at one point make excuses. We're not perfect, and a lot of the times we do have at one point made excuses and probably still are making excuses to this day even watching this. Part of taking ownership of your life, reflecting on how you got where you are, whether you're not happy with where you are or you haven't reached the goals you wanted to reach, you have to understand that a lot of the times us as ourselves are enabling our poor decisions. I'll do it tomorrow, or I'm too tired, I don't have time. These are all common excuses that I feel like are thrown out on the daily from so many people. Stop making excuses and start owning your life. Start pushing towards those goals that you have and do the work that it requires. Things aren't just gonna fall into your lap. You have to put the work in. Get out of your own way and stop making those excuses. Start trying to actually fit it into your schedule and start taking time. Even if it's taking little time every single day, that is better than nothing. That is still a step that's going to get you to any goal that you have. But that is all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope it was motivating. I hope you have an amazing 2020. I know that I'm really excited for the new year and to start new goals and new challenges. Click the subscribe button so you're a part of my YouTube family and click the bell so you're notified every single time I upload videos like this. If you don't click the bell, for the most part, you're not going to get my videos in your subscription box, unfortunately. But on that note, I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!